Here. So this was day 9 of my 60-day challenge. Today was a bit of a weird day. I did have a challenge in mind that I also did yesterday. I was still trying to go, and I'm still trying to get over that little bit of anxiety and fear after kiss closing. And to kind of overcome that, I decided that the way to do that would be to promise myself to at least go for the kiss close in every single set. And I did that. I did that today. I can proudly say I went for it. I kind of added that twist to the challenge because I promised myself that. Sorry for the caster. So I promised myself that I was not allowed to screen for whether or not the girl already had a boyfriend. I promised myself that I was going to find out through going for the kiss. And I kind of upheld that in most of my sets, except for the sets where, and this may be a bad thing to do, but say I had sets where I wasn't necessarily it wasn't necessarily super on. She's still there. It was okay. She's just not giving me much. She's kind of a little bit quiet. So I kind of wanted to, I guess, kind of pique her interest by being like, are you single? Because, I like you, or something along those lines. So I'm giving kind of like a statement of intent. Maybe it's a bit of a compliment too. And kind of figuring out if she, what her logistics are in terms of does she have a boyfriend or not. And I upheld that in most sets. However, for the sets that kind of were going nowhere, I did kind of use that logistics screen there before going for the kiss close. So going to have to work more on that. So something like a topic I feel is really relevant for the session tonight was kind of talking a little bit about sniper approaching versus mass approaching, because what I've been doing for the past 3 or 4 weeks have been mass approaching, and I'm a little bit in a rut trying to figure out if that's the right thing, because lately, that means yesterday and today, I kind of feel myself expending a lot of energy doing mass approaches. Like I'm really using a lot of my energy keeping up with the approaches. So I'll start the night out and I'm kind of just in a good mood. Like I kind of just start off high, and I guess that's because I've been going out a lot lately, not just night gaming but also day gaming. So my energy level is constantly high. And I guess that's good and all, but at the same time, keep doing mass approaches also means that I expend a lot of energy. And towards the end of the night, and the more that I go out, the longer that I go out, the less energy I have. So right now it's, what is it? It's 6 a.m. and I'm kind of down low in energy, and I think half of it is I'm not accepting that my energy level is going down. So I'm trying to be this upbeat, fun, retarded guy. I'm just not when my energy gets lower. Yesterday was particularly bad in that sense, but today I was better at accepting that state. So yay, progress. That being said, there's also the whole idea of sniper approaching. So why I want to bring that up is because I'm constantly going out. So as I just mentioned, my mood is always kind of high. My energy is always good initially. So maybe it would make more sense to just do sniper approaching. I'm not saying that's necessarily good or bad, but it's something I might have to experiment with to figure out whether or not that's something that could work for me. So what I mean by sniper approaching is kind of like what we tell, or what we generally encourage new guys not to do. We don't want somebody who's new to games to just kind of be like, oh, I like, that girl, and then go and say hi, because they won't have all the necessary skills and the habits and all that build up for it to actually become a good set. And I'm not saying that I do, but I definitely also know what to do like 50% of the way. I'm not perfect, and I'll definitely fuck it up, even if I kind of get towards that. So I'm not sure whether or not it's an entirely good idea, but it may be worth trying out. So just passing through a dark passage here, really creepy. That's okay. Bang, and there's light. Okay, so The second thing I think that's kind of a problem is that I'm subconsciously setting mass approaching as the only parameter for whether or not I can hit state or not. So I guess in a sense that's putting a lot of pressure on myself, and while simultaneously putting pressure on me, it also adds this little thought in the back of my mind that even if I'm in a set and even if it's going somewhere okay, or even if it's just, like, it's not necessarily a good or a bad set, but it's something I can take somewhere, I'll have in the back of my mind, like, no, I need to go approach more, because then I'll get in state and then I'll be more funny and it'll be easier. And yeah, that's true, but I think that's also restraining me from committing to sets, which is really, really bad. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the persistence I was talking about from yesterday, or the lack thereof, should I say. So I kind of want to experiment a little bit with that. Try, instead of trying to make mass approach the only parameter, I should try and focus more on doing new stuff, like doing stuff that kind of intimidates me, kind of scares me, and stuff that I'm not used to doing, or at least not used to doing that much. So that could be mixed sets, or just dudes, or people kissing, or something that just kind of intimidates me. And just generally, I think pushing myself, that's really where state comes from. It's like doing something that's completely out of bound for what you usually do, and then not even necessarily having success with it, just knowing that you did that can feel amazing. Alright, so I think that's it for today. I don't really want to bring any sets up in particular, because I felt in general tonight was a pretty successful night. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.